Hi friends, how was your week? How was the week that was? I'm sure you're as excited as I am that it's almost the weekend, just a few more hours until the weekend. And for stay-at-home moms, that doesn't really mean much because they basically are like all the same kind of days. But I'm especially excited for weekends because that's when, of course, my husband doesn't have to go to work and he gets to stay with us. So that's always a nice thing to celebrate, like small wins. And it's extremely even harder because the past few days, actually the past few weeks and days, he's been having, a lot of work travels, and that basically means I get even less of a break from like motherhood or parenthood. And I think probably only stay-at-home moms or like moms in general would be able to understand it, but we do need we definitely need at least like a few minutes or an hour or some time to ourselves in order to be able to become better parents for like the next day. And I guess today what I want to talk about in like Friday reflections is basically how I know how cliche it is to say that God works in mysterious ways and all, but and even if you're not religious, there's something to be said about being reminded, at a certain moment in your daily life where you are reminded mysteriously by God, mysteriously by a greater being, a greater force, that you should not be feeling that way. I've been feeling like I've been running on fumes and trying to balance my business, being a mom, basically more full-time because there's no school and it's summer. Making sure that I doing what I need to maintain the household and all these things, and it's not always an easy juggle, and it may think it is, but it's not. It really is not, because most of the time the last however wrong it is, at least in my case, the last item that would be prioritized with everything would be myself. What do I need to do for the day? Do I need to how would I spend my 24 hours in a day knowing that I had this and this and this and this and this to accomplish? And at the end of the day, that's usually at the bottom of it goes, give yourself like few minutes to watch Netflix, maybe to chill, or like give yourself like a good hour nap or get yourself to the nail salon and get your nails fixed, or just breathe. And that seems really crazy, but it's a sad reality. And that's why I've been feeling like I'm running on fumes for the past few weeks, and especially the last few days. And when I'm in a state where I feel like I'm running in fumes, it's everything gets muddled and everything gets harder to prioritize and to accomplish and stuff like that. And I just feel out of sorts. So, but I don't know. I guess God really does work in mysterious ways, and He's reminded me in a span of a day how blessed I am to have family that care, to have family that support me. He's reminded me that however much I feel like, sometimes there are days where you put in so much work to your business, on your business, towards your business, and it feels like, you're not moving as fast as you should, or you're not, you're not getting more success than you'd expect, and, within the time frame or within the certain effort that you give. And, He's reminded me that, hey, you get to go on this amazing trip on September. God willing, I get a visa for it. And you get to go to an all expense paid trip to Utah to get the trainings you deserve, to watch all these amazing goodies being planted, being harvested, and just be part of it, and just be validated that all the hard work that I've put in my business to be validated. And that's all in a day. And that doesn't even include like getting a message from a friend of mine telling me how much, randomly, just how much I've helped her with my writing, how much she thinks I've helped other moms as well with my writing, despite me having not written anything for my blog since I think January. I've totally been neglecting my blog and have found like really have to be better at working a balance on doing it. And you get another message from another friend telling you how great she slept last night because of the oils that she ordered, and these are little things, but really to know that you've made such an impact to other people's lives, and to have your work validated, and to be reminded that your family is there for you, to support you, and it's just out of nowhere. God will always be reminding us that, just don't ever give up. Don't, even when things get tough, even when you feel like you should, even when you feel like just crawling under the covers and just taking a good nap and watching Netflix and not doing anything productive with your day, whether that's parenthood, whether that's cleaning your house, whether that's being a better mom, a better dad, a better wife, a better husband, a better employee, a better entrepreneur. It's just that should never be an option. Just giving up and quitting should never be an option. And it's really amazing to be reminded that God will always be there to catch us when we do, or even when we decide to. So that's it for my Friday thoughts, and I will see you next week for more travel tips. Bye!